Hi, good morning. It is Miracle Monday, and I am Sherry Samuels, the voice coach, doing all I can to help you get and stay connected to your inner voice. So, the last few weeks, I've been talking about the importance of staying fully engaged in your life. And in order to do that, we have to be aware of our tendency to compare ourselves to others and to create distractions that lead to us avoiding the things that we need to do in order to stay fully engaged. Another thing that we often do that keeps us from being fully engaged is staying too connected to those old stories that make us feel like we're less than, we're not good enough, that there's something wrong with us. Sometimes I have to ask myself, do you really need that? And no, it's not just when I'm in the store and I'm looking at whether or not to buy a new top or whether or not I'm going to eat that extra piece of cake. It's when I look at myself emotionally. When we look at our emotional space, it's also important. It's more important to ask, do I really need that? Because guess what? When we start telling ourselves things about how we don't feel like we're good enough or we don't feel like we're able to do something or we're capable, it's likely tied to an old story. And that's when you need to ask yourself, where's that coming from? And do I really need that? We don't need those things. The thing is, when things happen, those old stories are meant to teach us lessons and we move forward and leave them behind. When we carry those old stories into our future, or when we try to, it slows us down. It prevents us from creating the life that we truly want. And isn't that what we're doing? It's all about creating the life that we want. We don't need that old baggage to slow us down, to stop us, to talk bad about us or to us. We need to keep moving without those old stories. I challenge you this week. If you get into a moment where you're feeling like I can't do this and you're really down on yourself, get curious about where that's coming from. Likely it's an old story. And that's when it's time for you to say to yourself, do I really need that? You don't. I promise you don't. If you need help in dealing with this, in getting to that place of curiosity and really uncovering what you need and what you don't and how to release those things that you no longer need, reach out to me. We can set up a time to talk. I hope you have a great week, and I look forward to connecting with you more throughout the week.